Hello, my dear students. I will teach you today the daffodils written by William Wordsworth. Subscribe to my channel. Hello, my dear students. Hi. Good evening to all of you. I am Mohua Ganguly ma'am. I am back again to teach you the famous poem, The Daffodil. Before that, you viewers, you know that please subscribe my channel. Please press the like button and please share my video and go through the whole video because I have explained the poem very much easily. Now, this Daffodils has been written by the famous poet William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was a nature poet. He was a romantic poet. Along with Shelley, Byron, Keats, William Wordsworth was also a nature poet. In his poems, we find the description of nature and common people. Now, this poem Daffodils, I am starting the poem The Daffodils. Just like tulip, sunflower, marigold, these daffodils are also very bright yellow colored flowers. Now, I am starting this poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The poet here in this stanza is saying that here the poet is roaming here and there just like a lonely cloud which is floating high over valleys and hills. Vales is the old form of valleys. When all at once the poet suddenly saw a crowd, a host of a collection of golden colored daffodils. And where these daffodils are located, these daffodils were located beside the lake, by the side of the lake and beneath the trees, under the trees. And what these daffodils were doing, they were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. They were moving by the movement of the wind. In the first line, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Here, the poet is comparing himself to a cloud by using the word as. And therefore, this is an example of literary device simile. Fluttering and dancing in the breeze. In this line, the daffodils were given the human traits as if they were just dancing like that of the human beings. Therefore, the literary device here used is personification. Now, come at the next stanza. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. Here, William Wordsworth is saying, I can continuously see these daffodils. As far as my eyes can reach, I can see continuously the daffodils. Just like during the night, when we see at the sky, we can see the stars as far as our eyes can reach. And these daffodils were twinkling. And here he has compared these daffodils to the Milky Way galaxy, to the stars of the Milky Way galaxy. And these daffodils were stretching in a never-ending line, as if they were decorated in a line and their line is not at all ending. Along the margin of a bay, along the side of a water body. And what is the water body here? We have first studied here in the first stanza, the lake. Bay means water body. 10,000 saw I at a glance. The poet is not here saying one or two or three. He is saying 10,000. This is an example of the literary device hyperbole or exaggeration. Tossing their heads in sprightly dance. And what these daffodils were doing? These daffodils were dancing in an energetic dance. Sprightly means energetic. These daffodils were tossing, moving their heads in an energetic dance. Again, here in this line, the literary device used his personification because Human traits were given to these daffodils, and it is being said that these daffodils were dancing just like that of the human beings. Therefore, in this video, I have explained you these first two stanzas. In the next video, in the part 2 of the daffodils, I will explain you the third and the fourth stanza. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel, press the like button and share my video. Bye viewers. Hope you to meet very soon. Thank you.